Welcome, everyone, to the Young Guns panel. Basically, the future of the hobby sitting beside me. I'm Mikey Singer, part of the show. And beside me, I've got three great young creators, and I'll give them a chance to introduce themselves. From right to left, we'll start with Blake.
My name is Blake Rice. My show is called The Blake Down. I have Instagram and everything, and I go around doing interviews and sport cards.
My name is Aaron from Tropical X. I'm 16 years old, and I've just been doing content, doing cards, buying, selling, trading, all that type of stuff.
My name is Gregory Giacomo Donato, also known as Greggy Boy Cards, or my brand new show, The Card Show Hustle, with one of my guest hosts over there, Doug Troy. Well, also, I'm 15 years old, and I just love doing so much fun things with my father, shooting content, and just having the best time ever in the hobby.
Those are great intros, boys. Great intros. And as we go through all your ages, it's making me feel very old. Shush. So, boys, you talked a little bit about what you do. Let me find out about how you get started in this hobby, and we'll go first with Blake.
Well, my dad and brother were collecting when I was younger, and I really started to get into it. My brother had a hockey stick collection. My dad used to show me all his different cards, and I thought it was really interesting. And one day, I asked my dad, hey, I want to do content. I see these YouTubers all the time, like gaming and stuff. But, you know, me and my dad looked, and we saw, oh, the hobby, an amazing place for me to go to, amazing place to make content, and I really found my love there. I really found my love for cards, my love for people, because I get to talk to so many different kinds, like you, Mikey, you're awesome.
Thanks, buddy.
And, you know, I've just continued on, and I mean, even one of the parts of the things I do now is talking to people, interviews with celebrities and everything, so I just love it, love it, love it.
And now, Aaron, I got a different question for you, because I was going to ask you the same, but we don't want three different answers, so I got a bunch of different questions.
Okay.
Aaron, what's the biggest hit you've had in the hobby so far?
Ooh, I've had a lot of luck with tops, any type of tops product. You do not want me to rip that stuff. Recently I hit a Messi out of 25, which is super cool from tops. And then before, I had this box, right? And then I sold it to Relics. And then they opened it up, and they pulled a $5,000 LeBron James out of 25 orange parallel. These orange parallels are haunting me, I'm telling you.
And Greggy, question for you. Hobby influencers. You've been in this game for a while. You've made some great connections. Who is your favorite hobby influencer?
No diss to anyone, but I gotta say my guy Mojo brought me in with open arms no matter what, and I just love that dude. Just love him.
So you all create content. Now, which came first, the content or the connections? Blake, go ahead.
Well, my dad grew up in California, and he known a couple people. Like, one example is Jim from the band Pennywise. He knew him. But I wouldn't really say those are connections that have led to a lot of people today. For me, I think it was the hobby. I think hobby came first for me more. Because, you know, I just talk to these people, and I meet more. So, yeah.
And for you, Aaron?
I would say like the connections is a big part, because without some of these people in my life, like some of the influencers and like Dave from Relics, who kind of kickstarted me and everything, I would definitely not be who I am today.
I think Diamond Dave has done a lot to bring a lot of kids into the hobby. And if you don't know who that is, that's the manager of Relics, and he does a great job making a really fun environment. We have a lot of great retailers who are at the show, Minting, Dolly's, who really made it a far better experience than when I was a kid in the 90s going into a shop. You didn't know I was paying 20 bucks a pop for 87 Donruss. There were packs that were probably opened and resealed. Greggy boy, who is your... Okay, so we talked about... who did I ask about favorite creator? I asked you who was the favorite creator. If you could collab with any artist, creator, athlete, who would be the one that you would want to do it with most?
I'm wearing this guy's jersey right now, Scotty Too Hottie Barnes. I love that dude. The joy that he brings to the Toronto Raptors right, we thought maybe this guy's actually going to be good because right when the Raptors drafted, I was not even born, but right when they drafted Andre Bargnani, my dad thought that he was the real deal. But now I think Scotty Barnes is the real deal. It's like our opposite players, and I'm repping his jersey, and I really hope one day to do a collab with him.
Hopefully he gets to see this on the live and he's like, oh man, I got to collab with Greggy Boy.
That would be awesome.
Aaron, for you, you're seeing a lot of different things go on in the hobby. We're seeing some youth come in, and that's great for the hobby overall. What do you think that the hobby collecting can do better to bring younger fans back in?
I mean, something that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to spread the hobby love a little more. So, like, even today, I got it like a tin yesterday for free, and then I gave away the tin. I opened it up, I did a video, and I gave away the tin. Or sometimes I even do like buying kids cards, their dream cards or whatever. I think like the older people in the hobby, or people that are older than like the generation that we have today, which is like myself and like everyone here, we can like try to spread the hobby love as much as possible. So like giving stuff away, like blessing them up, honestly. So like we even have stickers in the crowd today, and you would never believe how much it means to someone to just get a sticker and see their smile on their face.
Good answer. And Blake, for you, trends that you're noticing or platforms that you see growing, what's a growing trend or a growing platform that you see in the hobby has a great future?
Well, there's a lot of people that I've seen, a lot of companies that I've seen really have some growth. But, I'm not really sure because there's a lot of different places. I mean, look around you. There are hundreds of different stands here, and every single one of them has growth. And for me, I think I really love to see that. I'm just going to say everything. Everything is growing here, just like the Expo. The Expo, oh my God, the Expo. You and Steve, you guys are doing a great job. This place is getting higher and higher every single time. I swear. Every time I come back, it's getting bigger.
Blake, that was a very political answer. Way to not pick a favorite there. Aaron, for you, any favorite platforms or social, anything that you love in trends?
I mean, I love like going to all these shows. Obviously, the Expo is a big part. And in terms of like social media, Instagram is definitely by far my favorite and most used. And I'm trying to expand to TikTok and YouTube a bit, trying stuff out with longer form for YouTube. So it's just honestly experimental and stuff like that.
And for you?
I gotta say, bold take, but I really like YouTube because
We'll do it a little closer.
Sorry. I really like YouTube personally because we could watch shorts like reels, while you could also watch full-blown videos. Like this morning, I was watching Mojo's video while I was eating my breakfast. Like, what's better than that? But on Instagram, the longest video that you could probably watch is like 5 minutes.
Yep.
But now you could expand on YouTube Shorts, how updated. You get what you recommend. You don't have, like, you could follow people, turn on notifications. Like, you could do the same for Instagram, but now you could actually watch, like, for example, a documentary on YouTube. You could learn a lot from YouTube. I could watch this when I get back home once you guys post it. That's what I love.
I think that's a really good point, and specifically on YouTube, I think you're going to see a lot more kids move away from TV, and that's going to be their source of entertainment. They're going to watch their creators, they're going to watch their favorite clips, they're going to watch their favorite shows, and that's primarily where they're going to watch TV versus an NBC, an ABC, or something like that. You know, I think you've shouted out Mojo like 10 times on this stage. Guys having a great bowl of poutine over there. So, in terms of community moments, what has been, and I'm going to ask each of you, what has been your favorite community moment, whether it's been meeting with a fan or meeting with a creator or meeting with an athlete? What's your favorite moment so far?
Well, for me, my favorite moment has been, generally, I love meeting kids. I love talking to other kids, coming up to them, giving them cards. They get excited. It's a really great moment. But for me, my greatest moment has been when I met Clayton Kershaw at the All-Star game. That moment was really emotional. I think it's just the best times I've had is when you get connected to people, when it's for a reason. Like for me, when I meet these different kids, the reason is I'm just trying to spread hobby, trying to get more kids into it, trying to really find out about everybody and make kindness a more widespread thing because I don't see enough of it sometimes. So I just want it to skyrocket. I want to see kindness in every single part, and I have, but I really want to see all of it like that.
And Aaron, for you?
In terms of community moments, I would say meeting kids is definitely high up on the list. Probably number one or two. And then something else is meeting athletes, specifically meeting one of my idols, Delano Banton. I know it's a very small name. I know Greggy mentioned Scotty Barnes is his. Both drafted in the same class. Delano's not in the league anymore, unfortunately. But he just had that, I guess you'd say, aura nowadays. And meeting him was super cool. And then obviously he followed me on Instagram, which added the extra like connection and touch. So we talk still.
For me, probably like connections wise, just having fun with my dad. And one of the biggest things that made me feel more connected and made me feel really good actually happened this weekend. So I saw a kid walking around the show floor when I'm hanging out at the minting booth. All I see, I recognize my face on his sweater, and he's wearing a sweater, and I don't even have the color of the sweater. Like, Dad, how do I not have it, but this kid has it? Well, also the community based by making new friends, calling people basically my honorary family members. Like, me and Mojo keep joking about he's my father when we keep walking around because that's how close we got. And I just love it. And also all the young kids, older kids, you can literally do anything. Content is content. You don't have to shoot content. Just collect what you love. Have the best time of your life.
Yeah, man, hobby love. And I actually wanted to add on one more story. So one time I was at an upper deck booth at at a show. And the thing that happened was I gave a kid an upper deck box. What he gets out of it made me really happy for him. He got out a Wemby Silver Spurs upper deck card, and this kid, he was jumping up and down with excitement. I mean, he was so happy, and that's what I love to do. I've done this a ton of times. And speaking of just community love, I recently started up my own brand new project and foundation called the Blake Project, where I'm hoping to get support for kids of first responders and veterans. So that's my main thing. That's my shtick, I guess you would say, is kindness. Yeah, so community moments, that's my favorite thing, and I'll continue to do things like I did with that one kid.
Oh, these are all great answers, guys. Honestly, this brings me to my next question. 5 years from now, 2030, where do you all see yourself in the hobby, and where do you see the hobby?
Me first?
Yeah, go. You know what? You go first, Greggy boy.
Okay. In 5 years from now, 2030, damn, I'm going to be old. Almost at the end of high school. First of all,
oh my God, I'm going to be old.
first of all, I'll see all of us grow up. My dad's not going to look that much older because he already looks a bit old. No offense, Dad. Well, also, I see this hobby keep on growing with more and more kids. At least I hope so. Well, I'm going to try my best to. Well, also, I see myself keep having the best time of my life, meeting new people, making new connections, and just sticking around my same people and keep on meeting new people and having fun with my dad and continuing my project, the Cart Show Hustle. Make sure you go check it out where we spotlight vendors, people, and the whole community. Go check it out.
That's a creator who has learned from other creators. Plug your project when you're on a stage. Now, go ahead, Aaron.
In 20, 30 years from now, I see myself being, like, I want to be humble. I don't want to be the best. I'm never going to be the best, truthfully. There's always going to be Mojo. There's always going to be Jeff. There's always going to be all these people in the hobby. I see myself as another content creator, possibly a business owner, and just spreading the hobby love. This has been something which I wanted to do for years, and this year I really attended to it. I've hired a videographer who now follows me around, and he just shoots stuff for me. And just the reactions and moments of these kids you would never believe. I've had tears come, like tears. I've had kids run up to me and give me a hug just for giving them a $50 card, $100 card, $20 card. And if we keep on doing this and like we surprise kids with like bigger and bigger things and we get more people in the hobby, that's honestly what I'm trying to do.
It's all
And
about
keep
the love.
grinding, boys. Keep grinding.
Well, where I see myself in 5 years, I've been doing media now for 5. So I have a rough basic idea, but a lot of change can happen. How I see the hobby is I hope to see more. What I mean by that is I hope to see the Expo one day on a way bigger level. I also hope to see these two guys and a lot of other kids in content creation, making it big out there. I also think one day we're just going to see a lot more with kids in general. I really hope to see that. I mean, these two are here, I'm here. We have this stage right now talking about kids. A lot of kids might be around right now, like you, for example. I bet I can see kids like him up there one day, maybe talking like me. I don't know if you like to talk, man, but I hope you do. No? Hey, well, one day you might be a business owner like you want to be, okay? It's all of that. I think it's about believing. I think more kids will be out there. And for me, per se, I think I'm just going to be doing more kindness, more charity. I hope to see my foundation really, really in the hobby, more involved one day. And I hope to see more people spreading kindness like us.
It's funny. All of you are like, none of you are all very kind. I wanted one of you to be like, I'll be the #1 influencer in the hobby. I'm going to take down Mojo. I'm going to take down King of the Cards. It'll be me at the top of the heap. That's the kind of attitude you need to have. You got to be a killer out there, boys. But still being nice, and collaborative. It's been awesome to see, so many of you pointed to Jay from Mojo and how he brought you in, made you feel comfortable. And again, when I first started working for this event in 2018, there wasn't that many kids on the show. There was maybe one kid. Brody the Kid was the only kid creator out there. Now I see a ton of you guys, and it's really nice to see. It's great to see how many kids were here Friday skipping school to come to a Sport Card Expo. And there's a ton of families here today, so this is really encouraging. I think we're in a really good state of the hobby right now. There's a really good future, especially with you all in your hands. I'm going to give it back to you guys for your final notes. We'll start with Aaron, then go to Greggy Boy, and end with you, Blake.
Okay, so something I would like to say is it's not only content creators, it's not only collectors. These skills that you are learning in this hobby can translate to real life like this, like that. And the negotiation tactics, it's not only inside the hobby, these jobs and these people. Some of these kids here, they may want to be into cards right now, but then at the end they might decide, hey, I've learned this in cards, I'm going to translate that into real life.
Well,
And-
let's use Eli as a perfect example. He's just coming out of college or still in college. He's been a creator for 3 years now and has grown his platform to a point that he's got a full-time job with CSC.
Yeah.
And he gets mistaken for Matthew Nyes all the time as well. But again, seeing someone go from a passion to a hobby to a job is really nice to see. Sorry, Blake, go ahead.
Well, on one last note, I just want to say my definition of the hobby. For me, the hobby is connection. Now, connection isn't just knowing people, it's being in touch with them. And this show allows us to come here, okay? And I know people love cards, okay? At other shows, I see people, it looks like Wall Street, okay? Take my money. Well, I also see here kids crying because someone gave them a player they really like. It might not be that expensive of a card. It's a card they like. Oh my God. That is why cards gain value when people want them because they love them. that's the whole thing of the hobby, is when people when people talk to each other, when people like cards, and people have things in connection. Like, hey, I like McDavid. If other people like McDavid here, oh, you might bring a card up to me. If you have a Metal Universe liquid gold Connor McDavid, let me know. But that's the thing. You can come up to me, give it to me, and we can just talk, not just about the money, but why we like the card.
I like that. That's an excellent way to plug the card you're looking for. Hook this man up with a Connor McDavid Metal Universe Gold. And again, thank you to all of you for coming out here for the panel. Anyone who's listening, anyone who's watching online, these kids are all out here at the show all weekend. Make sure to come find them on the show, do some pieces with them. And if we got any kids in the crowd, come up to the stage now. I got some giveaways for you. Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.